Yo, what's up? All right, man. So, first of all, thank you again for the board. I'm like super stoked. It's sitting right there. I'm looking at it. Really cool thing, man. I'm really stoked on that. So thank you for that. This is some of the stuff that I would be working with you today on. So I'm going to go over a couple of things. Not going to be a super long, drawn out video lesson because I know it can be pretty monotonous sitting in front of a computer trying to figure this stuff out. So, but we'll continue working on it. And then of course, feel free to call or text if you have any questions or anything like that. But I'll try to keep it simple and move a little slowly so that it's a little bit easier to digest. You know what I mean? We were talking a lot about like authenticity and I think we were talking about that kind of stuff last time on your lesson. And we were like trying to dive in on just some basic fills and stuff like that. So I want to do a warm up that'll get you help you with that a little bit, and then work on like just some grooves. So I want to just tackle like one beat or like a variation of a beat to like help you kind of put some like pieces of the puzzle together with playing, especially like in some early reggae stuff. So I hope that helps. And of course, if there's ever something that you want to work on that you were thinking like, man, I really want to play like this, or I really want to like figure this out, don't hesitate to let me know, because I'll try to make that happen. So anyways, and I'm going to probably use some of this stuff for some of my other students too, because this is like some really cool jazzy reggae drumming. All right, anyways, so what I wanted to work on today this is kind of nerdy drummer stuff, but I'm going to pull it up here. Don't try not to be intimidated by looking at drum sheet music like I always do, but it's just part of helping me to know what we're working on. So here we go here. 1 second. There we go. All right, this is just some nerdy snare drum music, that this is all drummer stuff. Okay, but don't worry about that. When we're looking at these notations here, I want to work on the last one called Hugga, Dugga, Burrr. That's like like just a nerd drum marching band nerdy hand thing that helps us develop our hands a little bit better. So last time we were working on doubles, I was telling you that doubles are the most important thing that we need to be working on, especially singles and doubles, especially for reggae drum fills. So this is going to help us to get there. Hugga, Dugga, Burrr involves singles and doubles. So again, like, don't worry about this. It's just helping me to like kind of understand what I need to show you here. And I'll explain what all of this means. So when you have your notation here, I mean, I don't know how deep you go into like if you took piano lessons or anything like that. Drum music is a little bit different for us. It just tells us what drum to play and what rhythm to play. And so it's as simple as that. So this line that it's written on is just telling us the snare drum line. And all this whole entire page is just written for snare drum. So basically this is telling us to play 16th notes, 1 E and a, and then we're supposed to double for 2 E and a. So playing 2 strokes for each one of these, like if we're playing right, left, then this one we play right, left, right, left, but we play like twice as many because it's 30-second notes. And then we're going to do that again. 1 or 3 E and a, and then we're going to play twice as long. So let me just break this down for you so that you can start trying to develop this. So if this would be a good one to practice on your electronic drums, even if you turn off the electronic drums and just try to practice the sticking, it would really be cool. Or like if you have a practice pad or something like that. I probably wouldn't practice this on a real snare drum to start, just because it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're just going to play a lot of these exercises and stuff are named after kind of what they sound like a paradiddle is like paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. It's lame, it's funny, but this is Hugga, Dugga, Burrr. So it's Hugga, Dugga, Burrr, Hugga, Dugga, Burrr, Hugga, Dugga, Hugga, Dugga, Burrr. All right, so we're gonna play that slowly. So it's like right, left, so So that's kind of the idea. So if I play 1 E and that's how I kind of want you to do it to start. The doubles are the wrong notation that I'm playing right now, but I still want you to try to get a grasp on just playing right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, like kind of in sequence with other notation, if that makes sense. All right, so right, left, right, left, twice as long. Again. Oops, twice as long. Okay, I still think that might be a little too fast, and you're welcome. You can like speed it up if you want, but let's start with that. Let's do actually a warm up together. I'm gonna play a metronome, and let's just play that rhythm together. Da 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 da. Then twice as long. Da 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 da. The da 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 da's or the burrs need to be doubles. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And it's like, you know, as fast as we can to still keep our technique appropriate or like correct. So I don't want like da 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 to sound good, but then these are like all over the place. We want da 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 da. I was just explaining to one of my other students that just came in that it's a lot like if we're bouncing a ball, right? You know, the closer you get to the ground, the more you're bouncing like with your wrist and your fingers. So if I play this on my snare, da, 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 I'm still playing that with my fingers. I'm not playing though with my whole arm, like da, 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 you know, or whatever. That doesn't work. It's the same way we bounce our ball. Like we don't bounce with our, you know, the palm of our hand with our whole arm, like ooh, 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 ooh. It's like dun, 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 dun. We're using a wrist and our arm is barely moving, right? It's the same thing with my drumsticks. When I play like da 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 da, my wrist is what's moving. My arm is not going like this. It's my wrist and my fingers that are controlling that. So da 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 da. So let's play that together, really slow, and we'll try to get our doubles refined. All right. So let me get a metronome here. Man, I'm putting you on the coals of drum lessons here where we're using metronomes and we're looking at sheet music, and I promise we will be playing some reggae by the end of this lesson. All right, so we got da 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 da, twice as long. Da 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 da. 1, 2, ready, go. Right. Twice as long. Right, right. Twice as long. Again. Couple more. Twice as long. Last one. Okay. That's just a little warm up that'll like get you to develop your stick. So when we play this like correctly, it should be like up. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we just want to get to where we can develop our doubles to be a little bit more clean, and then that'll get our reggae fills a little bit better, right? All those things we want to develop to make our reggae drum fills sound a lot better. So Hugga Dugga Burrr. All right, but slowed down. You know, of course, you can do it at any tempo that you want. So slow. And now I just told you not to play it on a snare, but I'm playing it on a snare. But you get what I mean. All right, so moving on to you know, out of our warm up, that's just your stick control kind of vibe for the day. I took my kick drum pad, my snare pad, but I still have quiet cymbals. So one of the grooves that we were working on for our reggae stuff was like some skinhead reggae, early reggae, you know, funky reggae stuff. You know, we got this like kind of beat down, but that gets a little like kind of, I don't know. When I started playing that stuff, I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. We're playing stuff, and I was talking about the one hand fill, all that kind of stuff, which is cool. But there's some variations in the beats that like I would hear Jamaican guys do, and I'd be like, what is that? Like, what is he doing? And it's just kind of like it's going along with the music of, you know, like you got that upstroke guitar, you know, and we're playing along to that. Or something like and so there's some like kick drum variations. You can embellish a little bit more too. You know, it starts getting into ska land, but you know, I've all that kind of stuff is just like, it's kind of like funk drumming 101 or whatever, but they're doing it. It's like Jamaican style stuff. I think my wife is texting me. So it's something that, you know, we can do these subtle embellishments to build on our reggae feel, especially for that early reggae stuff. And man, it makes a difference. It changes the game for, you know, how we play this stuff. So I wanted to talk about one of those embellishments today. I have a song, a Ken Boothe song, Freedom Street. I'm sure you've heard it. But listen to the drums on this one, man. Listen, especially the intro. Not talking about the drum fill. The drum fill here is very easy, but the drum beat here is pretty awesome and iconic, and like it's great. So I want to talk about just one of the variations in this beat and hopefully get you playing it by the end of this video. Amazing.
Let's not quarrel. Let's not fight. Let's get together.
What an amazing voice, Ken Boothe, man. All right, so the drums in that are really cool. I want to hear that one more time. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so there's a lot of variations going on there, like, and it would take me writing it out to be able to play it. Like, I would have to listen to it 30 times and, you know, probably write the sheet music to play it perfect. But some of those embellishments we can use, and that will change for us. That'll change a lot of things for us. So most new drummers, especially most new drummers that come to me that want to learn ska and reggae, would just, and just play this one drop beat, which is great. It's part of the music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I know I'm way off key, but anyways. Okay, so that still works. And like, you know, we could definitely play the gig. We could probably play that one beat with Ken Boothe if we wanted to, and it would still work. But if we start doing some of those embellishments, 2, 1, 2, dun, 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 then that makes it way better, right? Just an embellishment on my kick drum. So everything else is staying the same, but my kick drum is embellishing a little bit. And it's going around that amazing bass line. Doom, doom, doom. There's space with the bass player that allows the drummer to fill in some stuff and embellish a little bit on his kick drum to make it more musical, okay? So what he's doing there is he's playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and. So he's playing and on 1 and 1 on the and of 1 on the and of 2. So normally in our reggae songs, we're used to playing our kick and our snare or side stick at the same time, right? So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, especially skinhead reggae, early reggae, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so now we're gonna like every other time we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Keep it going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a little bit different. It's like, you know, like I said, it's kind of like out of the ordinary for than just playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. But you got to think about the bounce of that song. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so that was a different variation at the end. I'm getting that boom, 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 that like on the and of 1 and of 2 is like it's going along with the guitar again. Okay, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so now I'm playing it very like repetitiously, like every, you know, other beat. We don't have to play it every other beat. It's just one variation that we're adding to the mix. So when we're playing these kind of beats, we can keep it going, and then we're playing back to our kick drum thing, right? our regular beat. Then we add it in. Maybe we add just the last one, so the and of 2, 1 and 2 and, but we still don't play it on 2. So 1, 2 and. So see how I went 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and. Then back to 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. What if we did it on the and of 1 right before our snare? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and. That one sounds a little janky, but it probably still works. But I like the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. So now if we're thinking about that bass line in our head, and we start playing our kick drum a little bit more to that bass drum, and we can add that boom, to that, or the let me think here. That thing. So we're thinking about the bass drum. I mean the bass bass line. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so now I don't expect you to do all of those different variations, but you can see how I can take one variation and then the beat that I already know, and then I can start like kind of singing in my head how the bass line is going to go, and then I can like play around with that. So I can add just the kick at the end of it. Dun, 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 ooh, dun, 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 dun. I did that twice. Okay, so let me like jam with that on the song, so you see what I mean, and then we'll try to get it. So the intro is way more embellished on the song than like what we're playing, but we'll make it happen. Here we go. I'm adding another kick, sorry. There we go. We all can unite and take off these chains from our power beats. Cause we gonna walk on freedom street. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We gonna walk down freedom street. So we kind of get the idea. Like I started embellishing a little bit more, just a little bit, but it's playing along with the feel of the music, right? So that's one thing that I know that you have is you understand, you listen to the music. So that's where it starts is, if you actually listen to the music, you kind of understand the bounce of how this style of reggae feels, right? And then we don't have to play exactly what, like I'm using this song as an example, but even for you don't have to play exactly what I'm playing. But that idea of just that one idea of playing it on the and, playing your kick on the and of 1, leaving it out on 2, but playing your side stick on 2, and then playing it on the and of 2 again. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then going back to 1 drop. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and it can open up a whole can of worms to where we can just start, once we stop thinking about, this is the time I have to do the and 1 and 2 or whatever. If that makes sense. Like, so if we get out of thinking in terms of like like kind of like robotic style drumming where we're thinking about the notes that we have to play or what beat we have to play it on, and we just start feeling the music is what I'm trying to say, like, and we start feeling that bounce of the music, then our kick drum just starts doing like other stuff because we're playing to the bass drum. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. So it all starts for me in my mind. It starts with that doom, 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 dun, 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 boom, 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 boom. Then I can start embellishing a little bit more. Boom, 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 dun, 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 an extra kick drum. We'll talk about the dun, dun on another lesson. That's another lesson. We'll just do the dun, 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 dun. Okay, so try to think about that. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, and I know I'm adding extra kick drums that may be confusing you. I don't know, but anyways, think about that. Doom, 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 boom, 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 doom, doom, doom. That boom, boom, boom is like, it's a nice variation on the kick drum. Okay, so I would love to help you more a little bit on this if you need some help on it. If it's not clicking with you, if you're not quite understanding it, I think you'll get it. You understand. Obviously, you've heard this song before, and then the style of drumming might be a little bit different for you, but I don't know. So let me know what you think, and let me know if that is clicking with you, if you're understanding what I'm laying down, what I'm talking about, and if not, I'll break it down even more, and we'll try to. I can write it out too if that helps. But yeah, we'll talk more about it on maybe a Zoom lesson or when you're feeling comfortable to come in. So, all right, man. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. And then again, don't feel bad about reaching out if you need some help or you're not understanding it. Just text me or call me, and we'll work it out. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon. Later.